The challenges in Gaza will remain for decades. 2 years of Israeli attacks have injured nearly 170,000 people. Thousands require long-term rehabilitation and treatment, including hundreds suffering amputation, paralysis, and blindness. But Gaza's health services have completely collapsed. 38 hospitals and dozens of health centers have been destroyed or forced to close, leaving the population with almost no access to medical care. And a severe famine is gripping the Strip, with 1 in 4 children suffering acute malnutrition. Aid agencies warn starvation is spreading rapidly. Most of Gaza's water and sanitation infrastructure has been damaged or destroyed, leaving 90% of households without enough water to meet even basic needs. The destruction, as we have been showing, is almost total. About 300,000 housing units have been reduced to rubble. 90% of people's homes have been destroyed or damaged. Education has also been wrecked. Israeli attacks have destroyed 670 schools and 165 universities and educational institutions. Let's talk about education with a student. Shayma Abualatta is a computer engineering student of Gaza University. You have managed to keep studying for your degree throughout this war. You're in Deir al-Balah. And Shayma, you're joining us on an important day for you because I understand you just took an exam earlier today. Am I right?
Yeah, that is true. I just finished my embedded systems exam, actually, and alhamdulillah, it was pretty good, and I managed to finish it, although there was a disconnection to the internet at the internet point where I sat for my exam. But luckily, I got to continue and finish with no issues.
Okay, so you say your exam this morning went well? I have to ask you.
Yeah, it went well, alhamdulillah. Despite the struggle and despite, we got used to just having the internet connection always being very weak and very unstable. So just hopping back after, all of these issues has become something that we're used to. It's our technique of just, surviving this whole thing.
How many exams do you have left? Sorry to interrupt. How many exams do you have left?
Yeah,
I understand you almost are about to get your degree, right?
Yes, that is true. I'm 2 exams away from graduating, as well as my graduation project discussion that's going to happen in a week after my finals.
How did you manage to keep studying for your degree that you're about to get through the last 10 years, I beg your pardon, 2 years of war? How did you make that happen? How did you make it work?
Yeah, well, at the beginning, when everything just came to a pause and all of a sudden universities were out of reach and our whole life just became unrecognizable and we were just getting displaced one place to the next. We had been displaced 7 times until we were forced to leave the north of Gaza to the south of Gaza. And at that time, education and getting connected to the internet or doing anything productive with our lives was just a luxury. But then after, life was, going on and the war was extending and getting longer and longer, we thought we had to do something. I first registered with the University of People, that is an online university, to keep up with my studies and continue. And then later after that, my university got back and thankfully I was able to join in and go to the internet points like most students do, where we connect to the internet, download our lectures and all of the materials that we need, and then go back to charge your device again. And then after we charge it, we go back to studying. So it's just this cycle of charging, going to the internet, downloading materials, contacting professors and getting whatever we need to study, and then coming back to, study with whatever charge we have left. So it's been a struggle. But to us, that was the only thing that kept us feeling like we had something productive going on for us, that we had something that didn't just reduce our lives to mere survival, where every day was just about cooking with fire and finding water and resources. So this really gave us a purpose and gave us a reason to keep going and continue despite having all of this chaos happen around us.
What's going to happen for you now? I mean, you're about to be a graduate. So most graduates, they enter the job market, right? And they look for a job, a professional occupation. Just so you know, in the center of our screens, we're seeing the live shot of Gaza City right now. You are graduating in unique circumstances in a Gaza Strip that has been almost entirely leveled, and here you are, a new, capable computer engineer. What are you going to do?
Yeah, well, thankfully, we have the internet. That is something we're very thankful for. Despite having this whole chaos go on, getting connected to the internet and being able to charge our devices amidst this whole thing was something that really just took us out of this world into another one. Recently, I've been really going on to online platforms where you can sign in as a freelancer and try to offer your services, get online courses, and many that have been, made available to students, especially in Gaza and anywhere around the world. So I've been really experimenting with all these freelancing platforms and trying to get into the market, trying to get to people who are already very successful on these platforms. So that has been something that we've been doing ever since this whole thing happened. And I'm looking forward to improving my profiles on these platforms so that I can establish my career online, hopefully, and at the same time help other people in Gaza who are, trying to get into the market and trying to achieve their dreams amidst this whole chaos and try to have their own career during this time that we're living in. I want to be a part in helping them as well so that they can be a part of this.
You're from northern Gaza, specifically Shayma neighborhood of Gaza City. Can you go back there at this point?
No, at the moment where we lived, especially at the borders, we were very close to the borders. So since day one, we left our house and we got to return during the ceasefire that happened a while ago. And then after that, Shayma became a prohibited area where we couldn't get close anymore. So now it is not an option because getting back to Shayma is not allowed to anyone in Gaza at the moment. So probably in the second phase of this ceasefire that is taking place, hopefully they will withdraw and we can get back to our area despite, in this short ceasefire that happened a while ago, we went to our neighborhood. It was completely wiped off of existence. There was no standing building in the whole neighborhood. So it is pretty hard seeing all of your memories just brought down to the ground with nothing to go back to. But still, it is our land. It is the place that we grew up in, and we can't wait to go back. But at the moment, it is not an option. It is a luxury that we hope was accessible.
Okay, so all right. Well, thank you very much for your time today, Shayma. You have 2 exams left. Work hard for those. We wish you the best for your degree. For anybody listening to this interview, you have a soon-to-be new, capable, competent computer engineer on the market who is offering her services. So you know where to find her. Thank you very much, Shayma.
Thank you very much for having me.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.